Hey, welcome to One Revolutionary Mind Coaching. So if you're new to this channel, you're probably wondering if this video is clickbait, and I can guarantee you that it's not. You are going to be under no doubt as to the existence of God by the end of this video, and it doesn't matter what background you're from. I do realize that this question has plagued humanity since the beginning of time, and so you might be rightfully wondering, how could one individual develop an exercise that would prove the existence of God definitively to anyone? Well, the reason I'm so confident in saying that is not only because I've been doing this for over 3 years with so many different people from different walks of life. It's because I spent a lot of my adult life as an atheist, meaning I did not believe in God, and I've asked a lot of people to prove it to me and to show me, and because they only had a belief, they couldn't show me because they didn't know, and now I know. And there's a big difference between knowing and believing. So let's say, for an example, you're from India, right? And someone says to you, okay, I don't believe it, you're not from India. It's not really going to matter to you because you know that you are. Yeah, you're not saying I believe I am. It's just preposterous or ridiculous to consider that you're not, because you have a knowing. And this is the difference between a knowing and a belief. Yeah, when you know, you just know because you have a record. And so what we're going to be doing today, because I know and have a record, and I can take you through this experience that I had, you will then know as well. And so what we're going to look at today is your record, memories, knowledge and experience. Yeah, and that's how we're going to uncover God for you, so you will be under no doubt as to the existence of God. Yeah, and I say no doubt because you won't have to believe. For example, people believe the earth is round and they believe the earth is flat, but actually none of them know, and the only ones who do know are the ones who've actually left the planet and had a look for themselves. That's knowledge, and that's what we're going to be dealing with today. Okay, you're going to have some knowing, and we're going to I'm not trying to make you believe in anything. I'm going to prove that you already know God, and that because you're alive and you've been living, you already have this experience. Okay, and to put your mind at ease, I've done this with medical professionals. Yeah, if you're from a religious background, I've done this with priests, I've done this with imams, and every single person for the last 3 years, I've coached probably over 300 people, and I've done this with family and friends and even passers-by sometimes. We just do this exercise, ask about 4 questions, and everybody comes to the same conclusion. Doesn't matter whether they're an atheist, scientist, medical professional, whether they're a pessimist, optimist, religious person, non-religious person. Everybody completes the simple exercise of answering 4 questions and then tells me, yeah, that's true, I know God and I've always known God. All right, so stick around till the end of this video, answer the questions, and you will find it. An example of how this works is Isaac Newton. So Isaac Newton knew gravity, and everyone knew gravity, but not everyone knew it logically. And so this is kind of the exercise we're doing today. When Isaac Newton said, oh, you know, gravity, everyone was like, yeah, I've kind of always known that. And this is exactly what we're going to be dealing with today. Like, you've always known God. And we're just going to uncover that. It's been in the one book as well, and it's yet to be refuted. I came across the idea for this exercise during what I call self-examination. Yeah, it's like a meditation where I'm looking into myself and asking myself questions from a very, very relaxed state. So it's a deep meditation, and I find out things about myself that I wouldn't know without this deep questioning of my own experiences and knowledge. And so once I discovered that I knew this information, I realized, well, I can just ask everybody else the same questions I asked myself, and they will come to the same conclusion because we've all had the same lived experience. All right, So the exercise begins with a scientific statement, and the statement is that every time I move my arm or even my little finger, I'm using energy. Okay, so this statement everybody just agrees with, because obviously we move, we know it takes energy, we know it from our own experience, because no movement happens without energy. And if we don't have energy, then we often say I can't move, right? This is basic physics, so anybody who's into science, so it's just a commonly known thing. Movement requires energy. Yes? Okay, so now the questions begin. And question number one is, this energy that you've been using to move every single day, is it within you or outside of you? So the energy you've been using to move every single day, is it within you or outside of you? Right. I've left a little pause there so you can think about it. But what you'll discover is that it is within you. Now, some people say I have energy within me and outside of me. That's great. But the point is, we all know that we have an energy within us that powers our every move. Yeah? Okay. And now we can move on to question 2. Okay, so given that this energy has powered some very complex processes within our bodies, such as managing our digestive system, or communicating between the trillions of cells in our body, pumping our blood, beating our heart, etc. Do you think that this energy is intelligent? As in, is it conscious and aware? Right. So take your time on this one. Is this energy conscious and aware? Is it intelligent as it's doing these very complex processes? After some time, you're going to come to the conclusion that yes, it is. Yeah, you wouldn't see a complex machine like a computer and say no one invented it with intelligence, right? You would say someone of intelligence and awareness did that. And our body is the most complex technology in the planet, and there's nothing even slightly close to it. So answer number 2, which everybody eventually draws a conclusion, yes, the energy that is within me that manages all of my processes must be intelligent, right? And we're in good company, because all of the famous scientists, the Nobel Prize winners, the founders of quantum physics, all agree that this energy is intelligent. Yeah? Okay, so you're in good company answering that question. And as I said, I've asked everyone this and we all know it. So let's quickly summarize what we've discovered so far. We have an energy within us that powers our every move. This energy must be intelligent because it fuels and manages such complex processes. Right? We're talking about the immune system. We're talking about the blood cells. Yeah, all of this is being managed by this unseen energy. Okay, and we all know this is happening on a daily basis, right? So, question number 3: did this intelligent energy grow your body on purpose or on accident? All right. So we know that this energy fueled our body, right? Because we didn't actually grow our body ourselves. And we know that because if I grew my own body, I could tell you exactly how I did it, and I can't, and you can't tell me how you grew yours. So this energy, which is fueling our every move, which is intelligent and managing all of our processes and fueling all of our processes as well, is also the thing that grew our body deliberately. Okay. So what we've discovered just from those 3 quick questions, or I should say what we know from those 3 quick questions, because we're dealing with our own knowing, yeah, is that we have an energy that powers our every move. It's intelligent and it's grown us from babies into adults. We've never had to ask this energy to beat our heart or pump our blood. This energy has never left us. It supplies our life whether we're doing so-called good or so-called bad. Yeah. And if you look at this list, what you start to see is that everything this energy does and is the same list that every religion uses to describe God, as in your creator, okay? Made you from a baby into an adult, all of these things, grew your body. And this is what is in every religious text. Now, some of you may think this is blasphemy, and I can tell you right now that this is not blasphemy to any religion if you follow the text. However, if you follow the religion of men and you follow a tradition and you don't know your text, then you might find it blasphemous. But actually, to think that God is not omnipotent, meaning and omnipresent, meaning within everything, is the biggest blasphemy there is, according to all of these texts. And this is the text of the world's 4 major religions. So we have Christianity here, Islam, Hinduism and Judaism. That bottom one is the Torah. Okay, so what we've discovered is that we all know we have an intelligent energy within us that grew our body, that manages our process. It's managing it right now as you're watching this video. Yeah, whether it be your immune system, your digestive system, all of these complex processes that we couldn't even begin to fathom how they work. Even though we can say, all right, we can look at it and observe it, we could never actually build another one. Yeah, we could never build a human ourselves and put it into action. And the reason is this unseen force that is God is the only thing that can do that and the only thing that does do that. And when you look in your own self now, you will go, actually, yeah, I've always known this energy's here. I can feel it within me right now, this second. I'm not having to focus on digesting my food or, beating my heart. These things are being done for me. So just like every religion tells us, this energy is unconditional love. Because whether you've been doing so-called good or so-called bad, you've always had this energy within you, and it's always managed everything for you. Okay, and this is why it's called love and unconditional love. So the good things to take away from this is that you're not alone. You've never been alone. You have the creator of all things within you and is with you at any moment. Yeah, and that all the religious texts in the world tell us that from forming a closer relationship, yeah, with this energy within ourselves, right, that we can get the blessings and the things that we want in the world. But also it's important to know that this energy within you is the thing that is creating your outside world. Okay, and that without this energy within you, there's no you and there's no outside world. So the source of everything you see in your life is coming from within you, and this is important to understand. So whether we look at the New Age philosophy of manifestation, we see that this energy, or in psychology, is now called the subconscious mind. Yeah, and intelligent, and obviously the fact that they've called it mind tells us it's intelligent, and that it manages all of our processes. And if you go into the Holy Bible, you find that the kingdom of God is within man. Yeah, and you're not supposed to look for a physical being, because obviously God is spirit. Yeah, or energy in another phrase, or whatever you like to call the unseen. Yeah, in the Quran, obviously we hear that Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein, and your jugular vein is a vein in your neck. Okay, so Allah is closer to you than your body, according to the Quran. And obviously in the one book, I've got all of the quotes from all the religions, not just these lot, and so many other things from walks of life, like psychology as well, where everybody explains this same one thing. So there is one energy that manifested all things. And the main thing to take away is that you are loved and you are never alone. One love.